Wow, we are halfway through the first month of the year. I cannot believe it. It's flying. We've just had a great event, a powerful day. We called our event Thrive. It was a super impactful day. And if you missed it, you're definitely going to want to be here next year. But I want to talk to you about something. We've been talking about goals and resolutions and the fresh start of a new year, the fresh start of a new book, a new journal, those fresh first pages, right? It feels so good to get a new journal, a new year, a new day. And we're going to talk about 5 simple things to thrive in 25. I'm in the real estate business, but a lot of my listeners are in real estate. They're in business, they're entrepreneurs, they're involved in their churches, their community leaders. And so what I'm going to talk about is an opportunity for you as well. It's not just business, it's personal. Because if you think about it, you're not on this earth to just take up space, to just be a body on this planet. You want to contribute. Again, if you're listening to this podcast, you probably want to contribute at a level that's higher than what you've been contributing to. We had this, the last week we talked about the prayer of Jabez: enlarge my territories, increase my influence, enlarge my territories, increase my influence, bless me and let your hand be upon me. So I believe that every human being, whether they know it or not know it, if they think about it or don't really think about it, you have a desire to see increase in your life. You want to see things shift. You don't want to have 2025 be the merry-go-round of 2024, right? So let's shift it. The only way to shift things, because again, going back to the fact, if you've listened to previous podcasts, that 92% of all written goals and resolutions written January 1 are completely thrown out by February 1st. It's crazy. But I think it's because we get into overwhelm. We get into, hey, this is going to be too much work. And so I decided it's better to make micro commitments and have change every single day and win every day and build a compound effect of winning on your life than it is to take on a big goal, a big project and think, man, this is a big mountain. I don't think I can overcome it. So let's take everything bite size. Here's what I've got for you. And this might throw you off if you're not in my industry, but if you think about it, the greatest communicator in life is not a text message, is it? Nor is it really what's coming out of your mouth. It's your body language. It's how you communicate. It's your body language. Are your arms open? Are they closed? How do you stand? So I'm going to challenge you to do 5 video texts a day. So if you're in business, instead of sending an email, send a video. If you're in just a friendship or you've got business relationships or colleagues, instead of texting them, hey, have a great day, why don't you get yourself out of your comfort zone and literally send them a video text? It's way more impactful, guys. It's way more impactful. When I get video text messages, it has way more meaning to me than just a random text message. There's power in you. So just put your face out there, send the video text. It's super simple. In fact, most times you'll find it's faster than doing a text message. And don't put the filters all over it and don't do all the shiny gloss and they won't even know who it is that sent the text to them if you do that, right? Just be you, authentically you. Wrinkles, bad hair day, who cares? No makeup, whatever it is, send the video text. And I would encourage you to send the video text to whoever you're thinking about. But if you could do 5 a day, think about the impact over a year. Think about how many video texts you could have sent to someone that literally changed the trajectory of their day or their week, and how many the compound effect of all of those videos. So that's my challenge to you, 5 a day. You can do it. I know you can. Secondly, in the morning, when you wake up, write 5 things that you're grateful for. Sit down and write them. It takes a second. Today I woke up and I'm always, first and foremost, I'm always very grateful I woke up. I'm like, thank God I woke up. I got breath in my body. That means I still have a purpose. But I write the 5 things that I'm grateful for. And in the past, I've not written them. I just go through that. It's a pattern that I have. Oh yeah, here's my gratitude. I'm thankful. Today it was as simple as this. Thank God for a Keurig. Thank God for coffee that's quick. Thank God for a warm house, for a great chair to sit in with a nice light. Thank God the sky is turning and the morning sunrise is happening. And I love it. And I'm excited for this day. Thank God. Thank God I have the opportunity to live on earth at this time. Guys, it was super simple. But what you think about and what you give thanks for, your brain automatically sets the tone for the day. You're going to start to search for and look for things that confirm all your gratefulness. So when you operate out of a place of gratitude, it only continues to draw to your life more things to be grateful for. So you are the master creator of your own life. Scary. Somebody say, well, it doesn't feel like I have any control of my own life. Oh, yes, you do. A lot of it. You have a lot of control. So focus, because here's the thing, what you focus on, what you think on, you bring about. So what you think about, you bring about. What you focus on, you draw more to you. So it's so critical on how you think. And I'm always talking to people. How do they think? How do they speak? What's the trajectory they set for themselves? So 5 video texts today. Write 5 things you're grateful for each morning. That's a good reprogramming. 5 minutes of reading something motivational. I like to get in my Bible a little bit in the morning, but I also listen to messages, motivational teachings. And I think it's so critical. How you start your day determines how your day will go. You have to reset your mind. Do you know I read something from a really the prolific writer about, he was a health coach, and he said it's physiologically not even possible to wake up laughing. You don't have enough oxygen. Physiologically, it's not enough oxygen. It was Gary Brecka who said it. He said that you can't wake up laughing. That's not how you wake up. You can wake up melancholy. You can wake up sad. You can wake up upset. You can wake up all these things, but you're not going to wake up laughing because your oxygen level is not there. So get out of bed, put your foot outside and walk, breathe, do something, right? But I spend my time like, let's read, let's have something motivational. And then I spend 5 minutes reviewing my goals. Because again, what you see, so remember, if I'm reviewing my goals, they must be written. And your goals are 42% more likely to take place and happen if they're written. This is probably a good place to talk about this, but when reviewing your goals are literally nothing unless you raise your standards. So you have goals that you want to see happen, that you might want to have a certain dollar amount in your bank account. You might want to, in my industry, sell a certain amount of homes. You might want to have a certain agent count. You might want to have, you might want to have a new home by next year, whatever those goals might be. Maybe you want to lose 20 pounds, like whatever that goal is, right? Unless you shift your standards, you're probably not going to meet the goals because the standards are just kind of the rules you live by. So if you have rules that you live by that are the same as last year, you're not going to probably see any of those new goals come forward. So in order to see our goals come into play and to like see them manifest, you have to shift your standards. So I'll give you a kind of one of mine. So body movement. I move my body. I walk a lot, right? And I talk to my team about doing hard things. And the other day it was -6 degrees out. And I said, my husband had bought me a coat that's got like a battery pack on it. I said, well, I'm going to test this thing out. And I went outside, I put it on. It does warm up, guys. It kept me pretty warm. But my face, my head, my feet, my hands, my legs, oh my gosh, they were freezing. So then I doubled up and kept going. But literally the entire time I was out there, I was thinking, this is so crazy. This is crazy. But there was the other side of me that was like, you know what? I'm doing today. I'm honoring my commitment to myself. And I know that my future self will thank me for honoring it. My future self will thank me because I have confidence that I say what I'm going to do. And I looked at it and I thought, every excuse wants to talk you out of it. So like I always start down my cul-de-sac and I walk past my house in my first 3 minutes of my walk, right? And at that time, when the wind's whipping in your face and you're cold and the jacket isn't quite warm and you're just feeling all the things like, why am I doing this? It counsels you. Hey, quit. You don't need to do this. What would it matter? Who cares? No one cares about this. This is not going to be that impactful to your life. When you listen to those kinds of things, they just take you right back into your pattern. So unless it's a standard, no, I'm going to push through it. You'll just float right back. And that, my friend, is why most people don't accomplish what they want to accomplish on this earth. Because when they get the pushback in their emotions, which you will, they get the pushback, all the excuses come to the surface of why they shouldn't do it. Maybe it's not smart. Maybe it's all the things. You know them. You know the voices. You quit. So if you want to meet your goals, you have to shift your standards. And you just have to obsess over the process and then let the results follow. If you obsess over the results, most likely you'll get frustrated and you'll quit quickly. Meaning this. You exercise for a week and you still weigh the same. It's not working. Where if you just say, hey, I'm going to stay committed to the process. I'm going to move my body every single day. I'm going to do it. Doesn't matter. The results will finally appear. It may take longer than you thought. But if you just obsess over who you're becoming in the process of things, guys, that's the gold. That's the win. You're literally being transformed through the process. Because when you get to that new place, you're going to be a new person. You can't walk in new levels and new goals and new chapters as the same old person. There has to be a personal transformation. My next thing is 15 minutes a day of moving your body. Now, I think, personally, I do it for longer than that, but I think that just bite size, right? You can move your body for 15 minutes. There's no reason why someone cannot physically move their body for 15 minutes. I don't care if it's walking up and down steps over and over and over again. I don't care if it's walking around your block. You have the ability to move your body. So just you say, Amy, I don't like exercise. Just try it for 15 minutes. Move your body. I was listening to, I think her name is Barbara O'Neill. She's a really holistic doctor, but she was talking about how we have a built-in pharmacy and we have like 8,000 muscles that need to be moved. And when we move those muscles, it literally creates hormones in our body that create a happiness and also boost our immune system, right? She said it's like your that pharmacy is kicking out hope. It's kicking out a boosted immune system. It's kicking out energy. It's kicking out all good things. But those muscles need to move. A body in movement stays. A body in motion stays in motion. Right? Movement is medicine. I tell that to myself all the time. Movement is medicine. Movement is medicine in every area of life. You have to keep moving. So in 2025. Your year to thrive, your year to be more than to achieve and to become and to enjoy life more than you have. Thrive is an abundant word. Thrive is a overflowing word. Thrive is a make progress. It's a success word. And everyone has their definition of success, but thrive is definitely an abundant living. So let's go back to the 5, because if you want to thrive in 25, take the bite size. You don't have to go run the marathon or run the mile the first day you go out. Walk the block. You don't have to read a book in the first week. Read a chapter a day. You don't have to write the book in the first month. Write 1 page a day. You don't take everything bite size. But start your day like this, and I promise you, when it gets to the end of 2025, you're going to thank yourself. Your future self is going to thank you. Thank you that you took the action steps. Thank you that you just didn't settle back into your normal patterns. Thank you that you just didn't take the easy way. Thank you that you didn't just stay in the comfort zones. Thank you. Your future self will thank you. I talk to my future self all the time. I am a future pacer at the highest level. Like I'm always talking to myself in my current state, pushing myself forward in activity with the intent that my future self, my future generations, my future bank account, my grandkids, like all this stuff matters, right? What I'm doing today has a ripple effect. So 2025, thrive. That's what I'm telling you. And that's my command to you. Thrive in this year. Do something different. And even if it's bite size, even if it's micro commitments, they will transform you as a person. And what is better than that than to look back at yourself and say, man, I had a lot of growth this year. Personally, I committed to things and I stuck to it. There's nothing better. There's nothing that increases your confidence than sticking to the things that you committed to and actually doing them. So 5 simple things to thrive in 25. I'm going to say them one more time. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone a little bit with them. 5 video texts a day. That shows that you have flexibility and ability to communicate, right? If you'll do that, you'll step out. That's the number one indicator to me, oh, hey, you're open to doing things that put you out of your comfort zone. In fact, when we're hiring people, I'm like, send me a video on why you want to interview for this job or why we should hire you. And if they don't send me a video and they send me an email, I don't even talk to them. It's not even a thing. I'm like, no, I asked for a video. It told me they're not going to get out of their comfort zone in the industry I'm in. You got to flex and move and be flexible. And you got to think outside the box. You got to put yourself out there. So 5 video texts a day. 5 things you're grateful for written each morning. 5 minutes of reading something motivational. 5 minutes of reviewing your goals. And then I added a 1 to this. I said 15 minutes of moving your body. Guys, if you'll focus on those 5 things and increase them as you will. If you'll do those 5 things, 2025 is going to be a year that you truly do see increase, you see change, and you can literally say, hey, I thrived in 25. Blessings to you all. Hey, if you've liked this podcast, if you thought these tips were helpful, share it out, share it with a friend. Please give me a 5-star review. I'd love the review. I'd love a written review. It just boosts everything, guys. And my goal and my desire is to make a greater impact on this earth and to touch more lives, to touch as many lives as humanly possible. And that's yours too. Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening to this podcast. So know this, you are more.